Gem, we already finished the Hot 10, but there's more work that needs to be done. Let's get into it. Another week, even more record breakers. In fact, one single record breaker for each of these comic books that almost landed on the Hot 10. We have Gem from Gem Mint getting all excited this video.
I'm excited, but I'll let you know why a little bit further along down the list. Coming in at number 10, we have Daredevil 227. This is Born Again Part 1, where Wilson Fisk finds out the secret identity of Daredevil.
Hit the like, slap the subscribe button, and I have to know your thoughts about this comic book, comic fam. It's hard for me to stomach this price, but I understand why members may want to buy it. It's gonna be adapted loosely on the screen. We have a 9.8 that sold for record-breaking numbers at $400 in July, up 59% selling for $635. Hot damn. This is some Frank Miller darkness that I can't imagine being portrayed on Disney Plus with any accuracy.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go to the extent that Frank Miller took our hero, but it's probably going to be some soft adaptation. Speaking of adaptation, number 9 on the list, we have Marvel Comics Super Special 6, which is the comic book adaptation of Jaws 2.
Debuting in 1978, this adaptation is underrated, but it's getting the love it deserves finally this week. A 9.2 sold for $45 in 2019. That's up 700%, now selling for $360.
For an increase of $315, it makes me want to keep my eye out for other film adaptations in comics. Moving on to number 8, we have Moon Knight number 1, the 1/75 ratio variant by Bill S.
This right here is possibly, and it's my vote, the best Moon Knight cover of all time. And we have a 9.2 back in 2016 that sold for $280, up 120%, selling for an increase of $337. Shout out Beta Ray Bill, selling for $617 this week.
For an increase of $337, I just got the Beta Ray Bill reference. Moving on to number 7, we have New Avengers issue 7 from 2013. This is where Wakanda declares war against Atlantis.
A battle between Wakanda and Atlantis after an attack that took place a year prior. Wakanda's pissed, and we have a 9.8, selling for $200 back in February, up 175%, selling for $550. Next at the list, at number 6, FF103, which debuted in 1970. We know that Agatha Harkness is slated for Disney Plus. Maybe we're going to see a little bit of the Salem witch trials, and this is the second appearance of the character, and a 9.6 that sold for $401 back in 2017, up 199%, an increase of $800, now selling for $1,200. Hot damn! Imagine if a 9.8 came to market. The last time it did was back in 2020, and it sold for $620, half of what the 9.6 just went for.
We got the name changed from Agatha House of Harkness to Coven of Chaos, and it's also a beautiful Submariner cover fighting against Fantastic Four. Moving on to number 5, we have Amazing Mysteries 32 from 1949. We're talking Golden Age.
We're talking the premiere issue of the first Marvel horror title. The highest graded copy known to exist is that Promise Collection Pedigree 9.6 that sold back in 2021. I covered that whole collection with the Golden Age Guru and did a couple podcasts on it. Well, we had a 5.0 that hit the market, selling for $647 back in 2017, now up 178%. Gem, hit him with that record breaker.
$1,800 is the all-new record-breaking sale.
Now at number 4, Fantastic 420. I bought this book so many times over the last decade, and it had nothing to do with the first appearance of an origin of Molecule Man that takes place in this Silver Age Jack Kirby brilliant comic book.
Not only is it the second appearance of the Watcher, but it also has a George R.R. Martin write-in question in the back of the book.
15-year-old George R.R. Martin debuting his first published work in this comic book, singing his praise about Wonder Man's first appearance and the Fantastic Four Jack Kirby Stan Lee brilliance. But why is this book spiking? It's because of Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, and Molecule Man played a major role in this modern run.
You can't have Secret Wars without Molecule Man. They are going to need him to hold Battle World together, and this CGC 9.0 is breaking records because of it. It sold for $1,725 in December. It's up 70%, now selling for $2,925.
Now, we're talking about 10 different record-breaking sales, but over on the best comic app in existence, Key Collector Comics, use code TOM101 to unlock a free 2-week subscription and support the show. There are over 50 record breakers that are on the list this week. We sourced 10 of them for the comic fam, and you got to see the other ones. You may own some, and you probably don't own a lot of these other ones because they're mostly Golden Age, but the Golden Age guru got excited this week at the list of number 3. Fantastic Four 33.
This is the first appearance of Attuma, who is going to play a role in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and I'm hoping the trickle-down effect is real because I got a couple lower-grade copies. A CGC 9.2 sold for $1,299 in 2021 during the comic boom, but we still broke record today for a 131% increase, selling for $3,000. That's an increase of $1,700.
Jem, will you do the honors?
Hot damn, comic fam.
Oh, at the list at number 2, we got Spawn 306. This is the NetherRealm's Mortal Kombat DLC game edition, debuting in 2020, and the convention was canceled. The estimated attendees that could have occupied that whole convention space was a lonely 1,000, and Key Collector was able to verify with the McFarlane reps that only 50 or so copies survived. And we have been waiting to see a sale of this book for quite some time, and one took place this week, and oh, did it sell. A 9.8, setting the market at $5,000. Hot damn.
That is a commanding price, setting the bar for this book. In that grade, there are only 3 copies on the census in 9.8, just 2 in 9.2, and only 1 graded copy for a 9.6, 9.0, 8.5, and 7.5.
Are there really only a lonely 50? Could there be more? Well, that's yet to be determined. The census seems pretty accurate considering those numbers. However, a $5,000 price tag on a 9.8 is a pretty penny. I'm saying warning, comic fam.
That's why you got to geek responsibly, y'all. Moving on to number 1, the hottest honorable mention on the list. We got Famous Funnies 215 from 1955, another classic Frank Frazetta cover.
One of my favorite monster/octopus tentacle covers, a 6.0, selling for $1,105 back in 2018, is up royally this week. We chatted a lot about Frazetta keys spiking, even minor keys, just classic covers just last week, and it didn't stop this week for an increase of $7,895. We have an all-new high of $9,000. Hot damn, comic fam. We appreciate your time today. And as always,
geek responsibly and stay minty fresh.
Enough said. Comic fam, join myself and Jem Mint and all my homies on the best new place to buy comic books. We're talking Whatnot, available for both Androids and iPhones. Dollar start auctions that last as little as 15 seconds long. We gave away over $2,500 in giveaways just this past C2E2. San Diego Comic-Con, $4,000 in giveaways. Emerald City's in my hometown. So imagine what we could be doing. Link in the description. 2 other videos for you to check out. It's free content. We made it for you. Enjoy it and have a great week.